welcome to week 4 of my knee recovery journey and my little diary here on YouTube about how it's progressing, all the setbacks, all the emotional roller coaster, everything. You get the full version of it. We got into week 4 with a little bit like, okay, I can now walk at home without crutches, but I didn't really know how that translates into going to work. So I decided to go with crutches. I just walked with them, so I have a little bit less pressure on the knee when I'm walking. But obviously that's also really exhausting to walk with the crutches. It is what it is. And I definitely felt a bit tired when I got home from work, but all in all it went quite well. And then on day 23, I definitely had a bit more energy than the day before, but still we just practicing using a lot of ice on it, just walking at home from room to room, but not like I decided not to go somewhere because I still didn't know how far I can go. Should I take my crutches with me? It was still a bit unsure how to proceed, and I knew that I would go to the physiotherapist very soon. And I was still waiting on my MRI results. Day 24, I was really lucky because my neighbor, she went grocery shopping for me, and I had some contact with her and her husband for the past year or so, but we hadn't been really close yet. So one day I went to work and they saw me on crutches when I was waiting for the taxi, and do you need anything? We can do something for you if you need some help. And so I asked her if she could just grab a few items for me from the grocery store, and she did, and that was really nice. And I would say on that day I felt really pumped because I knew I would go to the physiotherapist the next day, and I really hoped that I would get my MRI result on that day. So I thought we've got this is getting better, let's go to the physiotherapist. I also went to acro aerobics for the first time. It was quite hard to go a lot with the crutches to get there. I used a connection where I had just to use 2 buses, but still the walking in between. It was hard, but acro aerobics was so much fun, and I would say there was one exercise, I don't remember which one, that didn't feel so good on the knee, but otherwise I did well. We got also a new instructor. He has a lot of energy. He's from Brazil. It feels like Zumba in the water. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think I could give a bit more. I just wanted to take it slow and be safe, but I think next time I go there I will do a bit more because I can see the knee is reacting well to it. And I mean, I love acro aerobics, so it was just a lot of fun to be back in the water, knowing I can do something that I enjoy. And it really felt like, oh, this is how daily life will look like once I'm able to walk again, because this was the first time I actually left the house for something fun and not physiotherapist, GP, go to work. That was the only thing I did for leaving the house, and just to getting something that really brings me joy was so wonderful, and it was an amazing day. Day 25, I went to the physiotherapist, and she was really happy with the progress. She said okay, it looks like you are able to walk more. I still walked with the crutches because that was a longer distance, and I felt like that was really hard. So my physiotherapist was really happy with my progress. We did some extra exercise. She tried to check if she could access my MRI results, but she wasn't able to. A little bit annoying, and I haven't heard from my GP on that day, so yeah. But she said we definitely have to now start walking more. I have to practice getting more longer distances in, and the first thing we talked about was maybe managing to go to the bus stop without crutches, and maybe bringing the crutches with me so I have them if I need to, but then try not to walk with them until they're necessary. So that's kind of like the plan for the next days. Day 26, I had decluttered quite a lot in my home, and I had like, I don't know, like at least 3 IKEA bags with stuff, and I'm so grateful my host family picked me up. We drove everything up to the recycling station, and they drove me to their home so I could spend a night there. And it was definitely like the last 2 real summer days. It was super hot. I could have brought shorts, but I didn't. And it was just nice eating together, spending time on the balcony in the garden. My host mom, she has like a secret garden project she's really proud of, and it looks so cute. You really could film like a secret garden movie in there. Yeah, it was so lovely, and I also have a dog, and it was so nice to see at least part of the family. And I even played a quiz that I didn't suck in because I'm really bad in quizzes. That one was fun. That was really fun. Yeah, so day 26 was a beautiful day. Even though, well, I mean, I still can't walk much. I tried to walk for like I walked a bit on the recycling station, and that went okay, I would say. I decided not to walk more than that because I felt like I had been on my feet a bit more than usual. On day 27, I was still at my host family's home, and we stayed up quite late, so I still woke up at 7 a.m. and first up was really nice, just sitting on the balcony, and it was really quiet and just eating breakfast and journaling a bit. And then, like, I would say in the afternoon I got so tired. I wasn't able to think any kind of like clear thoughts because I was so tired, but I wasn't able to sleep either. Yeah, I just hadn't enough sleep. Like 6 hours of sleep is definitely not working for me. Yeah, but it was wonderful being with my host family. My host dad caught 2 fish, which I don't know what it is in English. In Norwegian, it's kveite. And we had that for dinner. I think it's the first time I tried it, and it was really good. It was really tasty. It was such a lovely evening together. So on day 28, I decided to now start with like the walking plan that I had talked about with my physiotherapist. And it was a day I was really tired. I didn't do so much, but I started walking for like 5 minutes straight. And on my way back, I met my neighbors that bought groceries for me, and they invited me into their garden, and we're just sitting there chatting, drinking juice and eating cookies and enjoying. Probably that was really like feeling like the last summer day because it was still like 24 degrees or so, and it was just a lovely evening to spend with them. And I have to say, even though this injury has really prevented me from enjoying summer like I wanted to, and doing the things I wanted to, and definitely not being able to socialize the way I would like to and I'm used to, but it also opened a few new doors and opened some connections that I didn't have before. And there were some people showing up that I hadn't on the radar at all. That is probably a very beautiful thing of being injured and suddenly not being able to gain love, earning it, trying to get attention and kindness. You just exist, and you see who's able to show up and who isn't. While week 3 was definitely like the turning point of like getting off the crutches, week 4 was more like we're starting now to slowly progress, but mostly we're still in a stabilizing phase. And yeah, we see how much load we can do, or how much load my knee can do. So I would say thank you so much for joining me also this week on my knee healing journey, and I see you very soon next Sunday for week 5.